You get 1,440 minutes every day, and you're ultimately in charge of what you do with them. But those 1,440 minutes go fast, and next thing you know, it's bedtime again. So, before you let your minutes and hours drift away into a myriad of little things, wake up to the real purpose of your life. We can't get back time. Nobody is sure that next day he will. Alive. Just value the moments which you have. We have less time, but we think there is time. Think. Before 100 years you were not in this world. After 100 years, you will not be in this world. We have limited life. Do not think about obstacles, think about opportunities. Do not live in past or future, think about present, because your present will be your past, and your present is your future. The best way to predict future is to create it. Live your life before life leaves you. Things that successful people do not do. Productive, successful people don't worry about things they can't control. Successful people realize that worrying gets you absolutely nowhere in life, especially if you can't do anything about a situation. So turn your thoughts to action-based activities. Focus on things you can get done. 5. Productive, successful people don't hang out with negative people. It's said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you want to be your best, you have to surround yourself with the best people. Be sure to eliminate negative, toxic energy around you. If you want to soar in life, you need to unload what is weighing you down. Productive, successful people don't dwell on past mistakes. Successful people make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. The key to being successful in life is not making the same mistake twice, learning and growing from mistakes, and becoming a better person because of them. Complaining from a complaint-free world. I learned that one of the characteristics of successful people is that they make tea happen. They don't complain about things they can't change. So now, before I speak, I ask myself, is it useful? Does it help anyone? Does it help me? Does it need to be shared? Nothing positive comes from complaining. It wastes time, and most importantly, it makes you and the people around you feel worse. Productive, successful people don't go through the day without a plan. Successful people have a purpose, the laser-focused plan of things they want to achieve on a particular day. I believe in writing things down, but only the top 2 or 3 priorities I need to accomplish that day. Not a long list of things. Write down your top priorities and break down those large tasks into more reasonable steps, and you'll see yourself wanting to get them done and crossed off the list. Making and canceling plans. These days, our technology makes it easy to make plans and cancel them. The benefit of technology is that we can communicate and organize events in a matter of seconds. But by doing so, we risk committing to plans that we have no intention of keeping in the first place. 43% of people regularly cancel plans through social media, email, and texts. This not only harms relationships, but it also wastes time. As we rely more on digital communication, we become detached from the people who truly matter. Productive people know their schedule. They know exactly what plans they can and can't make, so they focus more on things they're actually interested in. If they have to cancel, they give advance notice. Multitasking. Trying to do more than one thing at a time actually diminishes your productivity. The human brain isn't designed to multitask. Your brain has to slow down as it switches between tasks, and this makes you less efficient. You're essentially shifting between 2 tasks without really focusing on either one. The result is that neither task has your undivided attention, so neither will be done to the best of your ability. Focusing on one thing at a time will make you more effective. No clear goal to motivate you. Of all the items on this list, this one can be the most damaging in the long term. If you don't have a big picture plan and solid goals, you can end up frittering away your time. If you want to be successful, you need to maintain your motivation and have a clear picture of what you're hoping to achieve. If you don't have an incentive to stay focused, it's easy to let one day spill into another and never really accomplish anything. That's when all the other temptations on this list are easy to give into. You aren't going to be successful by chance. It takes willpower and determination. If you don't know what the game plan is, you're just winging it and wasting time. Mindless scrolling through social media. Keeping up with social media is important to many of us, but losing track of time and not being intentional about why and what you're looking at can be a massive waste of time, especially if it's time that you were meant to be using to get other things done. Keep a check on how much time you spend on social media and perhaps find ways to limit this time during the day if you feel you need to. Mentor saying: as a mentor, people often come to me when they are overwhelmed, stressed, and feeling like they're not accomplishing their goals, the things they most want to do in life. They feel stuck. They are at a point which they don't know what to do. So one of the first things I do first is identify their time wasters, the things that are getting in the way of them being successful, keeping them from moving forward toward what they want to accomplish. I think we all, from time to time, get ourselves involved in activities that do not contribute to our greatest success or happiness. Of all the items on this list, goal setting will do more to guarantee your success than any other single factor. Several years ago, Harvard University did a study about goal setting. The results were surprising. Here's what happened. Researchers asked Harvard students if they had written goals and plans to achieve them. Only 3% of the class had written goals with plans in place. 13% said they had goals in their head but hadn't written them down. 84% had no goals at all. 10 years went by, and the same group of students were interviewed again. Can you guess what happened? The 13% who had goals in their head but didn't write them down were earning twice the amount of the 84% with no goals. But wait, it gets better. The 3% that had written goals and plans to achieve them were earning, on average, 10 times more than the other 97% combined. This is a prime example of how proper goal setting will change your life. So what are you waiting for? If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help build theirs. Tony Gaskins. Implement 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule overcomes procrastination and laziness by making it easy to start taking action that you can't say no. The rule is, if something takes 2 minutes or less to finish, then do it right away. Examples could be taking out the trash, sorting junk mail, or responding to an email.